How do you make actual male friends as a male? Honestly, most of my friendships are activity-based. It takes a lot of effort to maintain a deeper level of friendship outside the activity. As with all things, they come and go, but to start it usually takes one person putting themselves out there to go beyond the surface level stuff. I, too, am struggling for years to find male friends. 2 weeks ago, I saw a photo on Facebook, commented the guy via PM, since I'm into photography, and that was the beginning of a friendship. It just clicked. We chat 4 to 5 hours a day sometimes, go out on walks. And that's it. Love chatting. Love sharing experiences, and as I said, it just clicked. Took me nearly 10 years. If I knew the answer to this, I wouldn't be on Reddit. There's no advice for how to mold a situation into this. You need to find someone capable and willing to reciprocate. Most people will not. It's honestly exactly the same as dating. You meet a nice guy you like, you ask him to hang out, you might get rejected. For the guys you're trying to reach out to, maybe try a couple more times with them. Don't bug them, and take the hint if you try like 3 to 4 times, but some guys are a little slow to warm up. Also have interesting things to say, make sure you're not just boring. Echoing you/more beavers here, yet I don't think there's any one thing that you can do to encourage this behavior. Some people are just like that, some aren't. Now, it's definitely possible that more women are prone to friendships like that due to social constructs, but I've had my share of guy friends that I still keep in touch with years later. It's an unfortunate answer, but I think it's probably largely just a numbers game. The more friends you make over time, the more likely you are to find the handful that stick. Chin up, my dude. Socializing is hard, smiley face. Gave a cigar to a random dude in the roof. We smoked together and been friends ever since. Do you play Red Dead Redemption online? If so, PM me and I'll hang with you. We can literally sit around the campfire and chat. Honestly, co-workers. I've had the same core group of friends since high school, but the last 2 years I've met great people through jobs that I've had. I think men socialize only as part of activities that they participate in together. So you can have golf buddies, tennis buddies, pub buddies, do not recommend, RC club buddies, gym buddies, and so on. If you've known someone for long enough time, there's a possibility of making a new friend. So more often than not, you only have friends you made when you were young, neighborhood/school/college, and that's really it. I think meetups are a great tool to finding new communities to participate in, and I use it from time to time to expand my social circle. Obviously, while we're in lockdown, everything's on pause. If you need to bake in more chat time, try games that involve longer play time. I made friends on World of Warcraft because if you get involved in the game, you're playing 20 hours a week. As you run the same content with groups of 4 other people and 20-person raids, you get to know them. Get some numbers, have a guild group chat. Then invite them to do something else. For me, it's a screen share movie night where we're all in Discord talking. Beats me. It seems I don't speak the male language. That sucks, I can tell you. There's always the moment when you meet a guy and you sense that he wants to make the connection, but you can't do the right things, say the right things. And then the moment's gone. In theory, I think male bonding is about being an effective group, as in finding/providing resources like information, equipment, social networks, girls. But also emotional relief, fun, support, and the feeling of belonging to a group that will have your back in tough times. I'm convinced this need for belonging is built in right there along our fear of death. Honestly, friendships just happen at the most random times. Don't force it and it will happen for sure. Yeah, I hear that. Maybe I'm just not any good at making male friends, either, but sometimes I think, well, of course they want female friends, LMAO. For the obvious reasons and because women often make better friends. Inbox is always open and I'm always willing to chat about mundane shit. Also big fan of anime and video games, so win/win. Making male friends revolves around shared interests and through time spent together doing activities. Playing sport, fishing, gym workouts etc. Guys generally don't just want to hang out and just chat or catch up the way women do. Sorry man. Girls have face-to-face friendships. Guys have side-by-side friendship. Guys generally are more comfortable experiencing stuff together. That's how they bond. I think it's because you are meeting them gaming, where the average person is socially awkward/reclusive. If you're looking for people more open to reciprocate in social interaction, look at meeting people in the real world, either through work or through nights out/hobbies etc. Just do hood rat stuff with them. Men bond over activities. I tend to think we form friendships by doing things together, some kind of prolonged shared challenge, and then end up being friends. The gym. Just act like you have no idea what you're doing and some friendly chads will come introduce themselves. Golf. Male dogs or humans. Men tend to form friendships around activities. I've got bowling friends, work friends, golf friends, gym friends. It would feel weird to hang with them without doing the activity that brought us together in the first place. Like you, my wife has friends that chit-chat for any or no reason whatsoever. Honestly, I don't really need that kind of thing. I'll be your friend. I like some anime and game a bunch. HMU sometime if you're into RPGs or MMOs, have interests in philosophy, science, law, or politics, and OFC anime is a banger. I'll need people to chat about Cowboy Bebop with over winter break. Well, men usually do bond while doing things where women bond more just being social and talking. So it's not surprising at all that you're running into this. It's nice to have things in common with male friends. The people I have met in adulthood and remained close to are those who share similar interests and have similar senses of humor. I've met every one of them at a bar, and we all share a common trait that drinking is very important to us. But obviously, there's more than that: similar intellect, or lack thereof, similar work industries, etc. The bond I have with the homies is greater than any other bond I have ever had in this world. Any woman will never compare to this astrological understanding between the homies and me. Pre-COVID I trained at a BJJ gym and met some nice friends. Through hobbies. I have countless friends that I met first on social media. I've done this on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even LinkedIn. However, easiest to do with Twitter, where conversations with people you don't follow is easy. Go to the Explore tab, find popular tweets, reply to them and also to other interesting replies. Start a few conversations. Stalk their previous tweets and if they seem cool then follow them. Eventually you'll notice they follow you back and you reply to each other's tweets more and more often, thanks Twitter algorithm. Eventually slide into their DMs and say, hey, let's be real friends. Swap numbers. You've already been having conversations for a month now, so having an iMessage or maybe even a FaceTime conversation is easy. Out of my last 10 DMs, going back to November 15th, 4 people we shared phone numbers and 2 of them I've known in person for a while. This is just how we are. All I can say is don't try to make it happen. What are you really looking for outside of the shared interest? I have friends that I do different things with, but I'd never ask a golf buddy if he wanted to go shop at the mall with me. I've heard it explained as follows. When women hang out, it's usually in a setting where they can talk and spend time with each other. Men, on the other hand, usually spend time doing an activity or sharing an experience. This makes a lot of sense to me, and as a guy I totally agree.